Hi, I'm Pat Rawson. I'm going to talk about kiteboards today that are really surfboards we kite on. I'm trying to build kind of a middle-of-the-road approach with Ben. We don't want to put something out, it's just like a full-on Ferrari. We don't want to build a Volkswagen Pilar either. We want to get something that's right in the middle so the average guy can get on and go, wow, this thing works really good. I met him, I don't know, a while back, and he's just been a great guy to work with, good feedback, gets out there and totally rips, as we all know. We put together two pretty cool boards, kind of cutting edge off of what I learned in California. I work at Lost, and so I'm able to kind of look around, and I learn a lot from Timmy Patterson, so there's a lot of that in these new boards. And another influence has been on the East Coast. A friend of mine, Matt Keenan, a hot surfer, he's been surfing his whole life. The last couple of years he found kiteboarding, and he's a BWS team rider as well as being a good advisor to me. I mean, we work together really well. So I picked two sizes. I did a 6'1" for the bigger guy, and we have the 5'7". It was from Matt's ideas, and Matt understands boards really well. He's really picky. So what I did is I designed the shorter board, which is 5'7", 18 3/4 wide, it's almost 2 1/4 now that it's glass, for smaller guys, because a little guy shouldn't be riding the same thing that a big guy would ride. You do have to adjust the volumes for the weight of the rider. So this one's kind of more like for girls, smaller people. The 6'1" is definitely kind of more for Ben. I kind of say that. I mean, it could be a lot of different guys, but a guy that weighs, maybe anywhere from 170 to 200 pounds. So what I try to do when I design a kiteboard is I need to give you enough volume so you could actually paddle out and surf Snapper Rocks or, El Porto in California, wherever. But at the same time, when you're powered up, I want to make sure that your board's not overflow. I mean, you can go out on a fish, it's just really bulky and wide, but what happens is as soon as you get going, you're going to find the board hydroplaning on top of the water. You want to be able to kind of screw the board into the turn. So I work really hard this last third. This is like the kind of the business part of the board. On the bottom, as well as the fins, your back foot, whether you're strapped in or not, it's usually generally over the back thruster fin. And this rail, it's got to be thin, but it still needs to be boxy. So there's a kind of a formula for that. Because if I get it too full, you're going to feel like at low speeds, the board's really good. It goes from rail to rail good. But at a higher speed, you might feel that the board will skip out. We don't want that. You could ride this thing on the East Coast. You could go out and surf Florida on it. But you could also, get on a kite and power up with it.